Welcome to Ubuntu Law. I am your host, Temiso Mkhunu, and welcome to episode 10 of this informative, educational, and very sometimes monologuous or by something. When two people are talking, it's been a long day, guys. Setting up this thing is work and a half. So I'm gonna do a proper introduction today. Okay, I always say that, but I think you know what I mean, right? Yeah, okay, let me just go into it. Welcome to Ubuntu and Law, a space where we explore how law is not just about rules, but about people. Today, I want to talk about judicial power and accountability using the Eastern Cape Judiciary as our lens. Ubuntu teaches us one simple but powerful idea. I am because we are. So the question I want to explore today is this. What happens when people entrusted to uphold justice fall short? And how should the law respond without losing its humanity? Whew, I feel like this is a big one. I'm not going to lie. So, and I hope, let me just get into it, right? Might as well sing loud, right? All right. So, a few, what was this? Last year, I think we also in Dabeni, there was a judge in the Eastern Cape, I think Judge, let me try and pronounce his name. It's Judge Mbenenge, right? I believe, yeah, that's the judge. So you see what happened, position of power, there was a secretariat, a judge secretariat filed in a complaint. I did see. Is it a complaint? I think it's a complaint and investigation by a tribunal or a committee was done on said conversation. So I pose my question. If you can check it out, you can go YouTube. It's on YouTube. So that was So I just want to have a conversation with that about that. What happened? And actually, someone suggested this. I didn't want to do it because I felt that there's a podcast or channel that specifically deals with government, those types of things. So for me, it was like, I think, does it align with what my podcast is about? But hey, I was like, since another guest decided to cancel on me, I need to build credibility to this channel. If I don't, so, But anyway, let's get into it. And you can hear, even my English is disappearing now. It's been a long day. Been talking English the whole day, so all right. What do we mean by categories? Let me just check on, because I think I have it here. I'm just gonna read it out. So clarity would see what am I talking about, and because there's gross misconduct, there's conduct, what did I put that? I think it's safety. Now so it's something I didn't want to talk about. But just let me check it. I don't think it's that far. Oh, last year, articles. My bad. Some articles. VW versus trademark. Looks like I can't find it. I don't know. When you save it, I think this app just decided to not save it. So, at the top of my head, I'm just going to try and explain what happened. So, Judge Muneng was on, the whole thing, and it was she I think I'm back on a stand for gross misconduct. And I don't even remember the story properly. But I'll fill you up ngendlela. So I'll fill you up along the ways because now. So let me. So this thing, I think a verdict was given to Guti. Never mind. I think. All right. What do we mean by categories? Okay, let me explain this now. So when judges are accused of wrongdoing, the law does not treat all conduct the same. There are categories, and these categories matter because they determine consequences, accountability, and public trust, right? I will just explain one simply without the legal jargon. So the different categories, category A, B, C, and D, they're all different. There's gross misconduct and then there's misconduct. They might sound similar, but they're not. Yeah. So essentially what happens, okay, let me just check. Because I did prepare my notes for me. One of these things, my last minute guest session here. This was meant for next week. Okay. There you go. Judicial. Okay, let me explain keywords. So we have judicial misconduct. So what is judicial misconduct in simple terms? It's behavior by a judge that violates the code of judicial conduct. Does not necessarily remove the judge from office, but it is still serious because it affects public trust. So, judges, we entrust them with the power of the state. So they are in a position whereby they make decisions, based on the relevant evidence, case laws, and investigation was handed to them. So it is essential that judges should have the utmost trust from us citizens. You cannot say, my judges. You can't say that judges are, I go straight. So, I go straight. So yeah, they definitely do have our trust. So we cannot have such a thing in Jalo because it does affect it. And if that happens, what would be the point of certain cases going to to the magistrate court, high court of the constitutional cause? So we have to have they are regarded one of the most respected people or professions, because not everyone, if I can tell you, if you can see the process of being a judge, and now they're just when the whole interview process, nama subcommittee, it's a hectic, it's not even no, you have your LLB, you have your masters, and then your 10-year experience. It's just a prerequisite for you to be a judge. Then there's a whole litany of questions that you have to go through, and then trust me, it's not an easy thing for you to be a judge. It's when you apply. Just check out judicial chief justice or something. I'm a page corner. So they are there. So just check them out. So example of judicial misconduct include inappropriate communication. So this is in a workplace, right? You're a judge, you're regarded as a judge, you're on duty, or whatever. You can't say certain things that are obvious. Can't say obvious things. I don't want to mention them because you can't say, you have to continue professionally. So another example of this is undermining dignity of the office. So your behavior is, you cannot be acting such that constitute judicial misconduct. So, and then unprofessional conduct as well. So I'm giving you an example of a judicial misconduct, but now as well, I would say, you have to be straight like a roller when you're a judge. It doesn't need to, for lack of a better word, ratchet. Because the standards are very, very high. So, that happens. So, So I would say, is it Ubuntu perspective? Or is it a constitutional perspective? Let's say Ubuntu perspective. So the Ubuntu perspective here recognizes that human imperfection. So I'm just gonna read it out, this part. But it also insists on respect, dignity, and ethical relationship. Misconduct signals a break in communal trust, even if it's not criminal. KID, a judge can be legally qualified but morally out of step. Yeah, that happens. Like, we're all follow the rules, regardless of your position. Even the president, now, they can't do as he pleases. So most of the decision, I think, our fearless president always says, I'm using because my power as the president, based on the constitution, says I can remove a minister. Remember that minister that wanted to go to Japan and I'm stopped, and then in a few days, what happened? I'm changing. So yeah. So even the president cannot just follow a procedure. So that happened. So let me explain gross misconduct. So gross misconduct, the most serious category of judicial wrongdoing. So behavior so severe that it may justify removal from office, triggers possible impeachment proceedings, as we've heard, fall under gross misconduct. I think, if I remember properly, I think it's, yeah. But we'll see. So examples of this, of gross misconduct, it's corruption, sexual assault, abuse of judicial power. So, and conduct that brings judiciary into serious disputes. So the Constitution has three things. It's they're called trias politica. Yeah, so it's legislative, judiciary, and what is the third one? Judiciary and damn, I forgot the third one. Legislative, judiciary, and yeah, there's a third one. I think it falls under. Yeah, damn it, I forgot. But yeah, those are the three. I think the three pillars of the Constitution. So yeah, those are the three ones that are in the Constitution, and everyone that is there, but they must always follow them. So yeah, that is one of the key elements. So yeah, let's head back, Ila. I feel unprepared, yes, I'm not gonna lie. So should I explain restorative justice? Nope. That's too big. No. Cause yeah. So I feel like I'm gonna so I have maybe not. I don't know. Judicial misconduct. I did explain judicial misconduct refers to behavior that violates ethical standards judges are expected to follow. This does not automatically mean a judge must be removed from office, but it does mean that the conduct is unacceptable. So misconduct does not mean, it just says this behavior is unacceptable. So yeah, so as I explained, I did explain, and then gross misconduct, I did explain the abuse of power, sexual violence. I don't want to say constitution, but I'm going to use the word Ubuntu a lot. So don't quote me of reference what I'm saying here. So it does not say protect the leader at all cost. Ubuntu does not say protect the leader at all cost. Ubuntu says protect the community. So when harm is deep, restoring balance may require separation, not as revenge, but as protection. So, there's a reason we have separation of power amongst the three pillars of our government, or rather in the Constitution. So, because of such thing, the idea is not to have too much power, because you know what happens. Parliament, too much power, and a lot of acts were enacted, and land reform, people lost their land areas act, so we need to, they balance each out in a sense. Ministerial, so that works out. So and as preparing the last minute is never a good idea. Anyway, let me just ask someone, hey, can I ask you a question? You're from which one? I'm unprepared, man. I'm still on. No, I'm still on. Yeah, you can. No. Just you can take a mic and use. So, the guest damning disappointed. So this topic is not properly prepped. Let me check with you. You're on. You on? Nope. Yeah, say something.
Hello, Steve.
Oh God. Okay, I think this. Yeah.
Are you good?
Yeah. Perfect. I'm good. Introduce yourself.
Hi, audience. My name is.
Hello.
Hello, audience. My name is Leto, and I am an unqualified lawyer guest, but I enjoy following Stay's podcasts, and I have my 2 cents regarding that proceedings. The things that they were talking about, the white hairs and what, but yeah.
No, don't worry. It's not disclaimer, so you're good. You can say what
okay.
you want. So don't worry, we're protected.
No, the things that they were talking about, Maskula, when we were growing up, like when you listen to adults talking about white hairs and the person is married and they're conducting themselves in that manner and is a professional and is a judge, a veteran in the law sector, and then you find that they behave and flirt with junior stuff like that. And sometimes, say, I'm not qualified in law, but I'm qualified in being a young professional who has experience that power balance in the workplace. So I felt for that lady. Maybe that lady was lying, I don't know. Maybe she's telling the truth, I don't know. The truth is only known by the two of them. Yeah. But I will talk on the context of being in a workplace whereby there's that power balance, right?
Yeah.
Whereby a male figure courts you and you're not interested in them whatsoever. But they take that as a rejection and then they make your life hell in the workplace. It's either they set you up for failure or they do anything just to make sure that that workplace is not conducive for you.
Yeah, just a minute. Let's go to an ad break. We'll be right back after this short break.
That's my voice.
I'm a lokuzana, I'm a jup.
Do you love the small ones?
Welcome back. Hore uqeda ungena lana. So udla ama marshmallow. Anyway, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that ad break. Hopefully, the system that I set up. Actually, I'm not gonna explain that. So, my guest was explaining something about when they're in the workplace. You were saying
Power balance.
Yeah, power dynamics. Yeah.
Yeah. So you find that there's a male figure who's in an influential position.
Yeah.
In the workplace, and you are starting out in your field or in the working sector, and then there you are courting you and you reject. Then they don't take that rejection very well. They use their power, they use their influence within the workplace to make your life very, very difficult. Setting you up for failure or cooking up lies about you. Even if you come with evidence, like this is the messages or whatever, but obviously they will come with this group of people who will push this narrative that wanted more money or something that I was slipping to the top. So what is happening to that lady? It's happening in other corporate sectors, but it's just that it's private. Now we're seeing it on TV, but it's happening.
So there was no internal remedies or procedures in place. So let's say I would imagine that if something like that happens, you report to HR, right?
Yeah.
So you get to HR and then you tell them the messages, and then they bring their own people. Is it a senior member like them, or is it random employees in jail?
When I look at this and being at this age and having had the experience, right? The HR practitioner's role, yes, on paper, is to protect employees, but practically in the game,
Oh.
protect the company.
Okay.
So what the HR practitioner is going to do is going to protect the company, not you.
That's true.
So what they're going to do, they're going to play the game. The game is that, okay, they're going to frustrate you. Hearing this and this and this. They're going to use any law in the book to play that game to protect the company and then leave you in the cold. By the time you go to hearing, maybe someone can go to hearing after 6 months.
Damn.
Yeah, so they know how to play the game. There are remedies, but they know how to play the system.
The system.
Yeah,
to the point.
the game. It's not simple as, okay, this is this, then it's final. They know how to prolong. Remember that the company has lawyers.
The
lawyers,
structure, procedure,
exactly.
everything. Huh?
So like your platform can come with that. They will bring those top lawyers to frustrate you, to frustrate the process. And then you find that you quit before you even go to the hearing because it looks like it's gonna be an onslaught.
Damn, such things. I think social media helps when isn't this so happening internally. Because what it does expose and then it forces people backlash and then doesn't do the right processes. So I don't know, like was it you, Norma? Something happened? Or just a general?
No, it's something that I have experienced.
No.
But it's something that someone also experienced. So talk about it. So what's happening with Mbeneng and that lady?
Yeah.
It's not something new. It's not something that is random. It happens. Corporate, it happens. I don't know about public, but we see that in the judiciary.
Yeah, it does.
With Mbeneng, that it's also happening. So it's very, very much common. So like I'm saying that you find that person will conjure up lies about you. That older man will conjure up lies about you to your supervisors, to the managers, so that your work environment becomes hellish.
Yeah,
and trust me, when your workplace is toxic, sometimes you ask yourself, that is the money really worth it?
Yeah, because what's the point if mentally?
So what's the point?
Right, yeah.
So you mentioned something about going to the social media. Also remember that you are starting out in the career, so you go to social media. The internet doesn't lie. You try to apply for another job, then they see you on the social media
reputation. Yeah,
exactly. So again, it seems like you are also on the losing side, even though. Even though you were trying to voice out and say this is happening, but you end up being on the losing side. And most of the times, unfortunately, it's women. I'm not saying that men are not experiencing harassment from
but it's harsher for women.
For women, it's brutal. It's cutthroat.
Yeah. Damn. So if it help, maybe I think does Twitter or X rather, does it help? But I think you did mention, because I mean, see, the point of it, or the point I'm trying to make, so what if a person comes out, is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but you're not alone. There are previous people who've went, so that's a huge number. I've experienced the same thing. So if I come out and another bank joiner, that is a serious allegation, and it must be, and that's bad for the company. So that's why I need to, I think. Yeah, such things,
so it's like what you're saying, the Me Too movement in Hollywood, whereby someone was brave enough to expose a particular individual producer, then obviously other women came out
as well.
But with this one, other women will be like, I can't afford
to lose the job in this economy.
In this economy, I've got kids, I've got school fees, I've got food to put on the table. Yeah. So it's like this. We remember with the July 6, 2025 event, where we saw the Lieutenant General went on the podium and exposed that can full of snakes not worms. What happened, the backlash, they're saying that he must come with proof. Even the judiciary said that he must come with proof. The media was saying that those are allegations. So there was the whole PR that came.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So imagine when you are not the lieutenant general, you're just starting out in your career.
Yeah, he's just an officer.
Yes, and you're going to expose
yeah. Oh, yeah.
So imagine with that. So with General Mkhwanazi, he was able to garner support with the National Commissioner. He had to garner support with the others. But when you are alone,
stand out, just an employee.
You're just an employee. So obviously, the CEO or the CFO and the chairman of that company will play a chess move. You'll never win because you're destroying that company. So in the end, that guy will be protected and you'll be out for good. They'll make sure that you don't work in this city or in this country.
Yeah, bad name, reputation,
gone.
Yeah, so power system, HR, recruitment agencies.
You're done.
It's hectic, most.
It's hectic.
So how do we fix such a thing? Because I'm thinking right now, how do we make sure with such people, especially my dynamics of a boss and employee? So I don't know. Is it because I know one of the very strict corporate space. So misconduct, excuse me a bit. Excuse me. Can I just get this? Hi, Futi.
Hi, Stay.
Hey, you're
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, are you busy?
Yeah, you're live on my podcast. Just a disclaimer.
Oh, okay. Hi, bye, podcast. Sharp.
Wait. What was the question? Booth, what's up?
I wanted to check up on you and speak, but I will speak to you when you're done.
All right, no problem. We're still waiting for you.
Okay, sharp.
All right, sharp. Yeah, that is one of the guests too. But later. You were saying? Sorry about that.
No, you're saying about the systems in places. So the system is broken. Like I'm saying that people in the game, they know how to play the game. They know how to frustrate you. So it's not like systems and processes are not there. They are there. But those who know the law, they know how to break those systems and processes.
Loopholes, all of that.
All of that. Even though I don't know law, but I know that the lawyer can go and look at the loophole or technicality to protect the company. Those corporate lawyers, they don't pay them thousands of rands for nothing.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
Unless the guy, and I'm saying this, the guy will be taken out if senior management always wanted him out.
Yeah.
So they will use your case
to get him out.
Yeah, to get him out.
Also,
but if he's a favorite, the senior management loves him, the board loves him. Obviously, they're gonna really behind him, and you'll be out in the cold.
Yeah, and also I think one of the things I'm keeping if there's too many complaints.
Yeah.
So
if they really want him out, then they know that it will be cheaper for them to kick him out because of these serious allegations that are coming forth. Then they will use those systems and processes that are in place and your case to make it stronger, to give it more weight. To kick him out.
Damn.
So if in Benenge, there were people in the judiciary who wanted him out, that case alone from that lady, he'll be out. He'll be at home getting his salary at home.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be sitting on the bench again.
Yeah. I think the system does favor those in part because of the processes but I think I think the processes. I think this is just my opinion. I think if you were to cheat and skip my processes, it creates a precedent. So I'm going to follow up cases or case laws that are going to use that as an example. Good, hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, but he was out. So you have to, there's a section in the Constitution that a person is innocent until proven. I think section 35, subsection 5. I think it's age, between age or something. We are parents. But innocent, but the person is presumed innocent until proven guilty. So I think those systems were made to ensure the right investigation and however, I'm not taking away my experiences that some women are facing and how the system is so unkind to them. But yeah, definitely. So, I wish there was an easier way to determine that. But I think if evidence is called undeniable evidence, I think definitely.
Yeah. So the evidence were those WhatsApp messages to show that judge was busy quoting the lady.
Yeah.
But we don't know whether it went further. We don't know that.
I don't know. Yeah, we don't.
Yeah, we don't know that. But my point is that if there were people in the judiciary who really wanted him out, he would have been out.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because I can make an example of a parliamentary member, but no, we're going to politics, and I don't like politics. So yeah. Let me just move to another section. So human dignity. So I'm gonna explain the whole concept around that. So human dignity. Man, 30 minutes. Let me go to an ad break, man.
Okay.
All right. We'll be right back after this short ad break. Welcome back. We are in discussion with our spontaneous guest today. I know. Like I said earlier, episode, it was not. But hey, I thought, let me get someone to join me and let's have a conversation with her, right? So yeah, it's hectic, and I just wanted to cover a few things from the Constitution, right? So human dignity is central to our Constitution. In cases involving judges, there are multiple dignitaries at play. So dignity of the compliant, the dignity of accused judge, the dignity of the public. So what this Ubuntu does not allow us to sacrifice one dignity to protect another. Justice must protect the vulnerable without erasing due process. That tension is uncomfortable, I know, as mentioning a few of the processes and how they go about it and dragging on, but they are necessary. So I would imagine a person's dignity in that workplace is yes, balls and all of those things. You're like,
You even called names just so that people can oppress you. Yeah, so they're trying to get into your mind.
Yeah.
They're trying to get here in your mind. And you say like dignity, we even see it in our courts whereby women who were raped, they often complain how lawyers or defense lawyers, for a better word, defense lawyers, it seems like they will ask those women how they were raped, which side they were raped, did they see, are they sure as the perpetrator, when they imagining it. So it's those kind of things, like you have to explain how you were violated.
Yeah, you have to relive the whole thing all over again. You have to
relive the whole thing of how you were violated. So it's like your dignity is not taken.
It's not protected.
It's not taken seriously, basically. And usually, and I'm saying this, usually as we see in the courts, especially when it comes to black women, like, if we are strong, the judge will just look at us and we're like, nah, she was not crying, so she was not in pain.
Yeah, she was not a victim. It's like a victim.
So the matter is closed because she doesn't look to be crying, to be in pain. When you're crying, you are too emotional.
Yeah.
So it's like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. That's why I usually wear this "Victory is Hers" shirt.
Camera.
For GBV survivors, because dignity in our law, it's there because it's written. It's good on paper, but it's not good in practice. Even in our courts, especially for women who were violated. So you saw that lady had to let go of her dignity to give her testimony to the commission regarding Judge Mbenenge. That's it's like you win the battle, you lose the war. So you win the battle of talking, but you lose the war of the whole human dignity. So when you lose the war of human dignity, imagine how you're gonna survive economically, how you're gonna survive socially, how you're gonna survive psychologically, because you also go through a psychological journey when you
healing, etc.
When you're healing, etc. Yes, government will say we've got your social workers and whatever, but those social workers, you still have to make an appointment, then you have to wait for weeks. Exactly.
They take that time.
Then they take that time. So it's like it's a war basically. Like I'm saying, you're winning a battle of talking out. You win that battle, but you lose the war of human dignity.
Man, as I hope that systems can change and improve. Because, like you mentioned, a question love rape, but like I think it's a process or good sensitivity training on how to. And I would imagine when most women will want to talk to another woman about certain things, and because they might have a relate, because it might happen to them. I want to then guys often go blunt. No, I'm just double checking because I'm saving. But yeah, definitely. Yo, now I hear you, man. It's terrible, and hopefully we'll see alternative remedies to that, and women can find those places. And I think an organization like I don't know, Guti, maybe you do know an organization of such, so women can always know, Guti, hey, if this you go where and you're not alone, and try to go the whole thing. So but we shall see Gutamba Ranjan. So we shall see, definitely. So I just wanted to restorative versus punitive justice. I don't know, should I explain those words?
Yeah, I think you should, for lay people like us.
Let me explain them. What is that explanation?
Restorative.
So, restorative focuses on healing, accountability, and restoring relationship. Whereas punitive focuses on punishment. So restorative is like you try and hold person accountable, and punitive is like, okay, this is what you do, and now you punishment. Yeah. So essentially that is what happens. So that is segment right now is restorative versus punitive. So Ubuntu aligns closely with restorative justice. I presume this is a constitution. It aligns with the, I presume, constitution. So, but the restorative justice asks who was harmed, how do we repair the damage, how do we prevent future harm. But Ubuntu is not softness, the constitution. I don't know why I'm not going to Ubuntu. I don't know, but anyway.
Ubuntu is not softness. Wow.
If I don't follow new research, I'm gonna get a new research. Okay. Forgiveness without accountability is not Ubuntu. Mm-hmm. So it's all well and good to forgive someone. Like just say whatever that situation, and the person says, "Hey, I am sorry for what I did to you," but sorry never helps or changes anything. The damage is done, like my action. So someone also I think they have to be held accountable, especially if you know you're in a position of power and you abuse that power and you I'm not supposed to be doing this is a misconduct. You know, in your season, even in contract, machine misconduct, you're not supposed to be acting like this. So by saying sorry just because you feel guilty, that's not enough. Accountability must be had.
You know, I'll answer that statement by saying, Ogoti, some decisions that we take as humans, they are life-changing and life-binding. A sorry is not going to change a lifetime pain of not being able to work after you're 40.
Yeah.
So you can come and say, you're sorry, then sorry what?
Yeah, that's true.
So, okay, you're saying sorry. I hear that you're saying sorry. Then what's next? Exactly. What's next after you're sorry?
What changes?
What changes? Because the damage is done. My reputation is gone. And it has gone down the drain. Yes. So when it has gone down the drain, obviously it has gone to the rivers and the ocean.
Sure.
So I am done with. And then you are coming because now your conscience is eating you.
Yeah.
Or now because God is talking to you through your dreams.
Yeah.
And then you cannot eat well because when you try to eat with your family, you hear God's voices. Now you see that now it's up to me to go and say sorry to that person so that that voice and those dreams, they don't come to me. But you are living in a particular environment whereby you've got a family that supports you, you've got a job, a cushy job, you've got benefits, what else? Yeah. I am languishing in poverty. And then you come and say sorry. That's true. All I wanted was a career. I wanted a career in this particular industry. And you saw me as prey. And then you took advantage of that because you are a person in power. And then you thought that you can do whatever you like and cast me aside. Is punishment another solution? Again, when you are in that position, nothing, like you don't feel anything. You don't feel that sorrow. You don't even feel that punishment will even be sufficient because, again, that life-changing decision that you took has changed my life forever. I'm done with. So that's how I'm going to answer that statement, that sometimes the decisions that we take are life-changing and life-binding. Imagine that you rape someone and then they become pregnant and then now they get a child and then you come 35 years later to say sorry. Here's the child that I've been raising, who's been asking, who's my father? But I couldn't say who's the father because I'm ashamed to tell the child, now who's an adult, that I was raped. I was on my way from school, and then this uncle saw me, and I don't know what happened, but he felt like he can take advantage of my body because I'm a child and threatened to kill me if I ever tell anyone. So you come 35 years later because maybe now you've seen your way to heaven to come and say sorry.
Repent, because...
Yeah.
I hear you. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Celia, you almost made me laugh, man. I was about to share a story. You're trying to make me look very come on, dog. That's when you say you know GPV in this country is horrible. But yeah, definitely Nyaguza and but man, like I think we definitely need people spirit of Ubuntu and be like come actions like and they show it's something definitely because so it won't change anything like to mention right now. So yeah. So forgiveness without accountability is not enough. It's not justice. It's not Ubuntu. So, so restoration must begin with the truth. So yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. Can I ask you which company you're working for?
Currently, I'm not working for any company.
I mean the story. That's was it's about you or?
So one is about me, the other one is about the other girl, and what's common about us is that it's the same company. So we were starting out as cashiers at that time. So one was a cashier, then me, I was a warehouse assistant at that time.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to mention the company because I have left years ago.
Yeah, years ago, yeah.
Yeah, so I believe that in some companies it's still happening. It's just that people
Don't
are
talk about it,
afraid. People are afraid to lose their jobs, especially when you worked in such companies whereby they will threaten you that if you're not happy, go and look for another job. And they say that statement because they know very well that the unemployment rate is really high, and they know that there are tons of people who are waiting on the line to take your space.
Yeah,
so they take advantage for that. They know that they got leverage besides financial leverage.
Yeah.
They've got human leverage, desperate
human
leverage.
People are willing.
Yes, people who are willing to take the job so that they can feed or they can bath
The children, the whole, Take
So
care of the family.
Take care of the family, because sometimes there's a human desire to be something. Not all of us wake up to get free handouts.
Yeah.
Some of us would desire to be something, to be somewhere,
To earn your way.
be doing something that is impactful. So some of the jobs that we take, we see them as stepping stones to get into that something that we desire to be. But unfortunately, we live in a jungle of humans who see you as prey, and then they think that she's still young, we can do whatever we want, then dispose her on the side. And unfortunately, it's black people who are inflicting this pain on other black people.
Hey, on that note, let's take a little break. Maybe for an episode.
Can you take us pictures? Must be this record. No, like
Welcome back. As you have been listening, this episode took a turn of unexpected conversational events. Because, like I said, I had a... But either way, we appreciate the guests for coming, for spontaneously being here, and for us to just, let's talk about it. So I wanted to ask you about... So you said the company was that company. So what if that person never stopped because, he was never held accountable? So for you, you don't want to share that. Like, imagine how many girls are going through something similar to you. Because if it happens to you and that friend, imagine how many are before you and after you. So you don't have to share. I'm not trying to guilt trip you or go to feeling and say, no. I'm just like, so imagine maybe this guy, this individual did that, hey, I'm getting away with this and I've been sexual, so he lifestyle, it's a habit. So wouldn't you coming out or saying something state that, hey, this has been happening, and perhaps, hopefully, other ladies will like, hey, me too, and then, so and then.
Well, I don't know how to put this way, but I'll say, fortunately, his greed make him fall on his sword. Because there was a time whereby he stole from his own employer. So his employer got rid of him because he was stealing from him and he was caught red-handed. So you see, he was sacked because of another matter, not because of the shenanigans that he's doing. It's not easy for the boss to get rid of anyone, especially in South Africa. And CCMA, and some bosses, they do have their favorites, whether we want to admit it or not. They do have their favorites, and those favorites, we can call them snitches in the workplace. So they do walk around with broad shoulders because they know that the boss has got my back. But the boss will never have your back when you betray them. They will kick you out. But that's the crux that I'm trying to say, that when you are protected and you are in a position of power, you abuse that power. You see those little girls as fresh meat. But when the boss finally wants to get rid of you, he will find anything.
Excuses.
Yes, to get rid of you. That's my take.
So if he's fired already, you can name the person, right?
No, I can't name the person. No, I can't name the person because also I'm thinking that it happened a long time ago. So I'm trying to, I've carved a career of my own now. So if I want to name the person, you have to wait for my book.
Oh, book. Okay.
Yes.
Book. What's the name of your book?
I'll start writing it down since now I'm coming to podcasts. And I'm here with Ubuntu Podcast. So you'll be the one to annotate it and shred it into pieces.
Tina's corner. We're here. Don't worry. We're here. We'll go into it. So almost done. Yeah. So I'm about to wrap up. So public confidence in the judiciary. Courts have no weapons. Their power comes from the public trust. When judges fail, it is not just a personal issue. It is a constitutional issue. Ubuntu tells us that justice must be seen to be just, unbiased or prejudiced. So, So, in reflecting, or we're about to close, right? So, is there anything you would like to share?
I'll say that judges are the apex, but the ones who abort cases are the prosecutors.
Oh, damn.
Yes.
Okay.
Those are the ones who abort cases. And then the judge will go and say, okay, this is a miscarriage of a case.
Wow.
So we can go to the head, which is the judge, but we need to start with these ones who are aborting cases, who are the prosecutors. We need to start with the police, who are doing everything they can to sabotage cases. Then the prosecutor aborts it. Then the judge rule it as a miscarriage. Then obviously you're done with.
Ish.
So that's my 2 cents.
Interesting. Very interesting. I didn't look at it kanjalo, but all of these things are interconnected. So in a sense, So hey. Yeah, man, I should have, you know what, I should have brought you in properly, be prepped, and then we should, like, where we're going with this conversation. But, hey, I do appreciate Umbono wako, your opinion on this whole matter. Yeah, so I definitely did. So, thank you so much. Okay, let me just wrap it up fast. Okay, today's lesson is simple but heavy. The law must be firm enough to protect society and human enough to reflect Ubuntu. So judges are human, but the office they hold is sacred. Ubuntu does not ask us to choose between compassion and accountability. It asks us to hold both with honesty. Until next time, remember, justice lives not only in the courtrooms, but in how we treat one another.
Bye.
Yeah, good deal. Damn. Oh.
Can you take us pictures?
Picture.